Good afternoon, STEM Clan. Yep, I think we're heading out of chemistry. Gonna get a couple things in before the end of the year, magnetism and electricity. Though there are a lot of elements involved in magnetism because there's a lot of minerals in the earth that create an electric field around it, which creates the magnetism on Earth and magnets that we use every day. Magnetism is created by a few different minerals. The biggest minerals are iron, cobalt, and nickel. They're found in the Earth's core. And what happens is, because it's molten, those electrons, the Earth's core is molten, those electrons line up and create this magnetic field around the Earth. And you can actually see this with iron magnets, for example. If we add a current to iron, it can create an electromagnet, which is pretty cool, because it aligns up the electrons in that piece of iron. But those are called weak magnets, because as soon as you turn the electric current off, that electromagnet will drop everything it was holding onto, and the piece of iron will no longer be magnetized.
Yeah, it's pretty darn neat. Then he releases the electricity and bam, it goes.
That is called a weak magnet. And as far as Earth, we got magnetic fields. There's actually other planets that actually don't have magnetic fields. Most of the planets in our solar system have magnetic fields, except for 2 or 3 of them. Venus has no molten core, so those electrons and the minerals that you need to create a magnetic field are not aligning. Mars used to have a magnetic field, but in theory there's no more molten core on Mars, and that's why there's no longer a magnetic field. Mercury has a weak magnetic field because actually the rotation of Mercury isn't fast enough to align those electrons. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. There's 3 things that create a magnetic field around a planet, and that's our molten core, how fast it rotates, and its temperature. If those things are moving around, they add energy to the electrons and keep them organized so they line up and create a magnetic field. If those things aren't happening, there will be no magnetic field, which makes Earth kind of interesting, because this magnetic field can cause a lot of different things on Earth that we wouldn't have if there were no magnetic field. For example, tides. They're created by magnetic fields, and they're actually usually lower or higher with the moon because of the magnetic pull between the moon and the Earth. The other thing that Earth has is a magnetic north and south. We all use compasses, and they all point north, and that's how the magnetic field is flowing from the north to the south. So the magnetic field is always pointing to the north. The magnetic field on Earth is always electrons floating from the magnetic north pole to the south pole, and that's why compasses always point north. Another interesting thing about our magnetic field, the north and south pole had flipped before. And the way we know that was we looked at a volcanic rock from thousands of years ago, and we noticed that magnetic poles on those pieces of mineral or rock weren't the same as it is now. So they are pointing south instead of north. It was like imprinted when that volcanic explosion happened. that's relatively it for today. Also, I'm heading into school next week to move my room. Yes, Stan McClan is moving. We're moving down to the 6th grade wing. Not really sure how we're going to fit 25 7th and 8th graders in a room because the rooms are smaller down there, but we'll figure it out. But that's more news for the 7th graders because you'll be in the 6th grade wing next year. It's kind of cool because we don't have to like go upstairs or anything, and it's right next to the parking lot, so the teachers don't have to walk as far, and you guys don't have to walk as far. So it makes us a little lazier. But I'm gonna miss those big rooms, especially mine. I had the best view in the school for my room. I'm kind of jealous of whoever gets my room next year. I'm gonna hide a note somewhere in that room to like let them know how jealous I am. I hope your remote learning is going well. A lot of you guys have been doing a really good job, so give yourself a pat on the back. But you guys are doing a really good job. Keep it up. I miss you guys. Hopefully we'll be back in school soon. Oh yeah, the fro is still growing, and I'm gonna let it grow until I have to cut it.